The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of...
He's having a shot! Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Azar. Now it's Azar. Now who's going to be first to this? Tries to play it through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's a pretty loose pass. Serginho. He's looking wide. Hazard. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. De Bruyne.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
De Jong. De Bruyne.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's a nicely shaped ball. And that's been won straight back. Forlan! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Forlan clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. He's picked his way through. Counts. Ball in towards the middle. Neuer claims it. Safe hands. And now the breakaway. Now it's Forlan. And it's De Jong. Xabi Alonso gets a foot in here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van de Ven. Can he get it through? And it's been played through. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Aimed beyond the defence. Koundé gets over and intercepts. Kagawa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Kadiolu gets across and deals with it. Bangladesh
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if...
He's had a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He's scored! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Tottenham have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Mbappe. He is through here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Forlan. That's put paid to the danger. It's their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear. And he shoots! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Howson.
Bangladesh truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And here's Counts. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Rijkaard looking to pass their way up the pitch. Xabi Alonso does really well to win the ball there. Rijkaard. He's in a great position here. That's been slipped through.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Well
There
read,
will be
nice
1 minute
interception.
added time.
And they've got rid. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Bangladesh go in at half-time with a game to chase.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bangladesh get their fourth corner. He'll try from distance against the crossbar. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, Peter, sometimes that happens. You get a great connection, and yet that proves to be the problem. It was too good to go in.
Mbappe, never out of the action for very long. And here's the chance to counter. And it's De Jong. Massaro, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Massaro really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Count will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's whipped it across, and the keeper beats it away. He's going for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Kagawa, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. And here's Azar. And here's Mbappe. Xabi Alonso. Oh, important interception. Kagawa.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
No luck with that dink over the top. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Can he latch on to this? Makaleli.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Mbappe, he has found the way through. It's a good run, this, one that is high in energy. Kagawa. Massaro, looking for options for movement. Mbappe, Xabi Alonso, and that is a little undercooked. De Jong. Now it's Kagawa. Xabi Alonso. Spread it left. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Rijkaard. And it's De Jong. Into the last quarter of an hour. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And this is Forlan. That's a good ball out wide.
Bangladesh really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 26. Kagawa. Number 8.
Kadiolu wins the duel this time.
Number 7. Frenkie de Jong.
Yamal picks it up out wide.
Number 15. El Hadj Diouf. Number 9.
Well timed,
Raoul.
excellent interception.
Number 22. Scholes. Number 18.
He's got away.
Hazard.
Yamal stood his ground strongly. Bangladesh are running out of time and out of options.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Kadiolu. He's found a way past. He's shifting through the gears here. He's found a way through. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Tottenham really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
He's found space here. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, no joy this time. Van de Ven. Now it's Mbappe.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Raoul. We are into overtime. Here's Scholes. Forlan. Deftly away. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Bangladesh can try it again now. Corner number 2 then. He leaps for it! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Cannavaro. Howson. Rijkaard. And he was quick to react. Hakimi. And here's Messi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a promising position. And the finish! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Bangladesh are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. De Bruyne. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Massaro. So just a one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. Kagawa. And it's De Bruyne. That's been slipped through. It's full on! A neat finish! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Bangladesh are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that has left him in a heap. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Bangladesh do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs.
There's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Point blank header! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Hakimi. And it's Cannavaro. Now Howson. He's a sharp little ball here. Kagawa. Rijkaard. De Bruyne. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get on the end of this? De Bruyne looking for the chance to skim one in from range. He's looking wide. Kadiolu is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Gerrard. Messi. Hakimi. And it's De Jong. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And it's De Bruyne. Chetri receives it in. Shot, surely! And that was probably asking just too much. Oh, well played, well sorted out. This is a promising build-up. Chetri, chance for a shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
And he's forced to go back. Koundé. Oh, the ball's gone astray. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. De Jong. Can he get it through? Threads one in. And he's in on goal! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bangladesh heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Cleared without hesitation. Shot a goal! He's got a goal! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Shift in momentum, perhaps. And a chance! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Knocks it into space. Hakimi. Howson. Chetri. Gerrard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Big chance! And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. This possibly the last play of the half. Foot in. That's the end of the first 45.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Bangladesh largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1.
Substitutions taking place.
So we're off again. Now that looks a decent ball. De Bruyne really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
He's in a great position here. He's found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Son Heung-min. De Jong. Bangladesh do have a chance to counter here. Aimed beyond the defence. Kadiolu looking understandably energised after his goal. He has found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's there to make the challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's Kadiolu. Tries to pass it through. Great challenge, timed to perfection. So, third corner of the game. So we've reached the hour mark. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
He's having a good look here. Cristiano Ronaldo! Forlan. Now Van de Ven. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. That has not gone well. Tries to play it through. Forlan! Corner number 4 coming up here. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. That has ended up in no man's land. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Kadiolu. De Bruyne. And they can counter here. Van de Ven. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Not the most convincing of passes. Well, they've got it again. Marquinhos can get it clear. And here's Yamal.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
De Jong producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Dink through. De Bruyne. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rijkaard. And it's De Bruyne. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. De Jong did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Look, the only way of becoming more...
It's Forlan! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Substitution.
De Jong. Good running, strong and purposeful. And the shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Hakimi. Rijkaard. And it's Gerrard. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. That's tidy. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. De Jong. Now it's Forlan. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And that gets things running. Well, Lionel Messi's last European conquest came in 2015, and what a campaign that was. Yamal! Ah, good steal, he just read it. Rijkaard. Not the most accurate pass. De Bruyne.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Can he get it through? Takes a shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Romero. Akanji. And it's Messi. Now it's Yamal. Marquinhos calmly anticipates. Now, can they get him away?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, great chance! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Bangladesh really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Forlan. Couldn't squeeze it through. Edmilson. That's destined for the flank. Oh, well played, well sorted out. De Jong. And it's De Bruyne. Kagawa. And the shot! And it's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good.
Real chance! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, good effort! No, just not quite. Rafinha, looking to play him in. Oh, easy pickings there. He is through here. Looking for options for movement. Neuer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Yamal, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Now it's Yamal. Yamal does well to get it back. And the pass is intercepted. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, they can break here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van de Ven. Oh, that was vital. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, that's fabulous. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Stojkovic. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's picked it up out wide. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that pass isn't the best. Dani Olmo. Rijkaard. And it's Stojkovic. Kagawa. And here's Forlan. De Bruyne. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
De Bruyne. Massaro. Brilliantly cut out. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the... Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que hay plazas disponibles para alquilar en el aparcamiento del estadio. Cambio de jugadores en el
So we're
vestidor.
off again.
El dorsal 21.
Bangladesh really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
El dorsal 11. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Stojkovic. Bangladesh do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Rijkaard looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Azar. Massaro. Passing is crisp and sharp. Forlan. It's Kagawa! And yes, it's there! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And now he has two. It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Good ball over the top. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Massaro.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's had it taken off him. Pass somewhat off target. Massaro. Now it's Azar. He's got away. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Asciende a 96.628 espectadores.
No, that's been intercepted. That's a good ball out wide. Edmilson. And it's Messi. And he's managed to get free. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Now, this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Stojkovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Look at the space here. Goes for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's a...
Massaro! Just a quarter of an hour to play. Messi. Kubo. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. And one more try!
This is a show of real intent to add another goal to their lead. No hesitation whatsoever.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's running through. Forlan. It's Forlan! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 5. El dorsal 5.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
El dorsal 25.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Azar going like a man possessed at the moment. Nice bit of trickery. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Neymar, and he's lost his man here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well read, nice interception. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Stojkovic. And here's Neymar. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. He's in a great position here. Azar. Van der Ven makes the interception. And time is up. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Bangladesh can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, Massimo Ambrosini is certainly someone with a very, very impressive track record.
Yeah, both as a winner and leader, multiple European and league titles.
And he seems to do it all without any fuss at all.
Yeah, and you've got to remember, he was a bit of a late bloomer. He was probably affected by his injury issues in his youth. But his achievements alone after that, Peter, are pretty legendary.
And it's Kagawa. Now it's Forlan. It's played through for him. It's a pretty loose pass. Massaro. Ambrosini. De Bruyne. And it's DiMarco. In with the challenge. Oh, that's fabulous. That's been cut out, well played. Ambrosini. Now it's Haaland. Kagawa. Massaro. Well read, nice interception. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. And he's intervened well there. Koundé. Ambrosini. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Bernardo Silva going forward. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Bale. Oh, that's a fine interception. And the shot! He's delivered all right! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Massaro! That was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
De Jong. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? He's looking wide. Now it's Bale. Marquinhos is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Koundé gets across and deals with it. De Bruyne knocks it into space. Can he get onto this? Oh, nicely intercepted.
Bangladesh are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be... It's Fulham! Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Bangladesh looking to get level. Oh, off the bar! And he's missed altogether.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. And it's De Jong. And hit chance! And that's a sharp finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Marquinhos threads one in. Oh, played through for the wide man. Bernardo Silva. And it's Ambrosini. And Alexander-Arnold. And he's gone searching crossfield. And it's De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva. And it's Bernardo Silva. Son Heung-min. And Alexander-Arnold. Massaro. He's found a way through. Now it's Bale. And he was quick to react. Massaro
There will be one
tries to
more
pass it
added
through. And the finish! De Bruyne spread out to the left. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Referee has just said play on. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Can he get on the end of this? He has a look up.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He has found the way through. He's having a shot! It's in! And they've got their lead back. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Madrid have their lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Can he get it through? And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Son Heung-min. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Triol does well to get it back. No foul, says the referee.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Marquinhos. And it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, good ball! Shot a goal! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
Kagawa. And he has kept it out somehow.
Kagawa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Haaland.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's managed to get free. And the shot! It's a loose. And Bernardo Silva! And again, he is at his elastic best. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared away. And it's DiMarco. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Asensio. Marquinhos. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bernardo Silva. That's a cute ball. Now that's well seen too. That's going wide left. And it's DiMarco. Oh, perfectly measured that. He won't be happy with that one. DiMarco. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Bernardo Silva gets a foot in here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
De Bruyne, Bale, and he's had it nicked away. De Jong. Oh, that's superb. De Jong! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Ah, that was so poor, a very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
The two coaches
De Bruyne.
are signalling changes here,
Number
both at the same
26,
time.
Kagawa. Number 11. Masaru. Number 7.
And it's Scholes.
Frenkie de Jong. Coming on the field. Number 22.
Bangladesh really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
El Hadj Diouf. Number 18. Hazard. Substitutions taking place.
Rijkaard. Raul. Scholes is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Out towards the flank. Mbappe is onto this. Well, this could be it, past something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage. Madrid really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Koundé calmly anticipates. Hazard. Koundé has it out wide and in space. He's cut it out. Bale has found the net here, of course. It's played through for him. He's got away.
2 added minutes has been
He's had a shot! And there's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a...
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Bangladesh perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello, everybody,
camaraderie.
and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled
today's
out all
match.
the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Oh, the defence. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Nunez! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Nunez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
He won't be happy with that one. Kagawa. De Bruyne. Oh, super ball. Chance! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Kagawa. He is through here. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, shooting chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Now he's off and running. Bangladesh leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Triol. Bangladesh do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Marcelo is one whose deliveries we all know about. De Bruyne. That has been cut short. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Forlan. Kukcu. And Rafinha. Van de Ven. Great vision. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, good take. And De Bruyne! That's a sharp pass. Now it's Neymar. And that could set him on his way. Good ball, good take. He's got away.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And it's Neymar. Marcelo. No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard. And he passes it long. Caught offside that time. Just eases him off the ball. De Bruyne stood up well to him there. De Jong, well seen, saw that coming. Neuer gets it away.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Massaro, now it's De Bruyne. And he is Massaro! And yes, it's And just like that, he's into double figures now. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Bangladesh are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
And that has put paid to that. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a shade optimistic. Now it's
That's
De Jong.
good play from him.
He has found the way through. A heavy challenge. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Van de Ven. Rijkaard. That has ended up in no man's land. And for the first half, that is that. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Bangladesh sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now. We would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
So let's get the ball rolling. It's a pretty loose pass. Kagawa. Rafinha. Diouf. Showing good feet. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Neymar. De Jong. De Bruyne. Diouf. Pass somewhat off target. De Bruyne. That's good vision. Pass is just off target. Defending was strong and firm. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Triol kept his eye on it, and he's there. Van de Ven. And this is Forlan. Forlan is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Shot, surely! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Massaro clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution in progress.
Bangladesh with the corner, they're first. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Dani Olmo supplying the width on this right-hand side. Forlan does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Nicely weighted ball. And he whips it in. Neuer deals with that nice and simple. Van de Ven. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And he's picked out the run. Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That was a given. It always was.
Massaro really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
A case now of complete control. And that's the keeper's ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter, and he welcomes it in. Forlan. Oh, such a clever touch. It's Forlan! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
De Bruyne. Number 26. Kagawa. Number 7. Frenkie de Jong. Coming on the field. Number 15. El Hadj Diouf. Number 22. Scholes. Number 9. Raoul. Number 13. Conte. Substitutions taking place.
Forlan! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
It's their second corner of the game. Chance for a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Scholes. Scholes. Caceres. And the pass is intercepted. Bangladesh perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Marcelo.
Oh, great feat, that.
Cross to the back post, he's rising! Great football, shot and save.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, played through for the wide man. Dani Olmo. Can he get on the end of this? Merino delivers. Oh, well played. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, it's Scholes. Has a look and plays it forward. Bangladesh are closing in on a comfortable win. We can run on to that. That has not gone well. Saliba. Not the most accurate pass. Great ball if he can get there. Triol threads one in. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Tries one from range. What a hit. The save was firm.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Point-blank header! Oh, brilliant save. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Knocks it into space.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Forlan trying to keep this in. And the number on the board is 3. Oh, that's well spotted. This ended up in no man's land. Kukçu. Dani Olmo. And he's intervened well there. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Bangladesh looking by any yardstick formidable. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Mbappe. And he's managed to get free. And this is Raul. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, in these days of inverted wingers, Ferran Torres may be a bit of an oddity, Peter, but a very valuable one in that he gives you a lot more options. He's at his most comfortable going forward, but he does come in using his strength in one-on-ones, and that change of direction he can deliver too.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Cucurella, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Scholes. And here's Batistuta. And here's Mbappe. And this is Raul. He's shifting through the gears here. Great chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. That has been knocked clear. Looking for options for movement. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's in a great position here. Skims one in. And he can thump it away. Conte. And here's Scholes. Now, can they get shapes to shoot? It's there! The first significant strike. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Cucurella gets into a good position. Cucurella has it in a wide position. Towering header against the crossbar. Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Cucurella. Spread to the right. That has been slung wide. Elects to cross. And he's there to clear it. Spain have it back and can go again. Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Ruiz. Llorente has the space to scheme. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
Now it's Gavi. He has found the way through. Gavi proves just a little bit too strong. Mbappe looking to add to his goal. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Gavi. And it's Cucurella. Raul. Could move up a gear here. Scholes is always scanning the pitch for targets. Raul. Corner. And that should get the job done. That's a throw. Aimed at the far side.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And it's Gavi. Llorente. Batistuta. Scholes did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Pass somewhat off target. Llorente. Llorente. Nicely weighted ball. Llorente picks it up now.
Un minuto de descuento.
Showing good feet. Balde lays it forward. And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Bangladesh go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Bangladesh can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And we get things going again.
Bangladesh can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Now it's Raul. He's found a way through. Raul! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's hoisted clear. Lovely bit of skill. He's picked his way through. He leaps for it. And that's a tidy finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Nicely aimed pass. And he's intervened well there. Pedri. And it's Ruiz. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Scholes. Conte. Spain do have a chance to counter here. Gavi. Pedri. Now it's Ferran Torres. Llorente. Ferran Torres. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And it's been taken short. Now it's Pedri, drills one, goes for a shot! Saliba. Scholes being hunted in packs.
Well, to be honest, Peter, he has dictated much of the play. Better late than never in trying to stop him.
Oh, well measured. Laporte gets over and intercepts. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Conte, a picture of focus and alertness. And he's picked out the run. Pau Kubasi attempts a clearance. Gavi. It's Pedri. Played out towards the right wing. Ferran Torres. It's Pedri. That's destined for the flank. And here's Gavi. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. That is lovely. Has crossed into the middle. That's a decent clearance.
Will somebody who can whip in a decent cross please make himself known to this team? It can't be that hard, can it?
And he's had it nicked away. And they've got a throw. Spain can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 7, el dorsal 9.
It's Ruiz. And here's Nico Williams. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now this... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Not the most convincing of passes. Shifted it to the flank. Williams takes on his marker. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get onto this? And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Williams. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Nico Williams. Pedri. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Well timed, excellent interception. Knocks it into space. Hangs in across. Oh, it's come loose.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And this is Batistuta.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Spain have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
En España, el dorsal 21 será sustituido por el dorsal 26.
Nice control. Yamal. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Goes looking wide. That's good play. Engages and forces him off the ball. Koundé. And there goes the final whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Batistuta taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the creative and defensive support whenever necessary.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And this is Forlan, Massaro, and he's got away from it. Massaro! That's really well cleared. That's a little off target. And that's a throw-in. Van de Ven. Azar. Massaro. He's going for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Lovely pass, but chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And a header! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
De Jong. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
He's on it, can he get away? Short shapes to shoot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Paris Saint-Germain have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter.
And he shoots! And that's a tidy finish. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Koundé. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Kagawa. That's going across. Oh, good effort! And that's in! And the comeback is complete! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And this is Forlan. That's brave goalkeeping, really decisive.
Well, his positioning was just spot on, and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
Forlan showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Forlan. Hakimi gets across to intercept that. Szoboszlai. And it's Olmo. Now it's Rooney. Danny Olmo. De Bruyne. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Marquinhos, always a very imposing presence at the back. De Bruyne. This is promising. It's Canoa! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Bangladesh have their second corner now. Defending of the desperate variety. That's destined for the flank. De Bruyne crosses. Rooney. Azar can see things others simply cannot. Quality ball. Out towards the flank. Oh, they could be caught out here. Forlan. Now this chance, surely! Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's gone looking for safety.
There'll be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, now he can run away with it. And it's Serginho. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seats, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. So there was the first half.
I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Bangladesh leading, but only just 2-1 the scoreline. second half is up and running. Just eases him off the ball. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Massaro looking for the run, and this is Forlan. Forlan! And he couldn't finish.
Forlan deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Corner number 3 coming up. And he's managed to get rid. Kagawa! Not a bad try by any means. And here's the chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to play it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field, number 11.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
He's sharing a smile or two as he's leaving the pitch, Peter. I think his contribution is widely appreciated.
That looks a good ball through. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Hakimi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Rodri can clear it away. Bangladesh do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now, who's going to be first to this? Engages and forces him off the ball. Kagawa looking to be a menace in the final third. He's in a great position here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great vision. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Marquinhos. Van de Ven. And it's Forlan. De Bruyne providing an outlet on that flank. Now it's Forlan. Oh, super! It's Kagawa! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And they can counter here. De Bruyne. And it's De Bruyne. Forlan. He is through here. He has found the way through. Oh no, this does not look good. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, shooting chance! And in Another try! And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Substitution on the field. Number 26, Kagawa. Number 7, Frankie de Jong. Number 20, Diego Forlan. Coming on the field, number 22, Scholes. Number 13, Conte. Number 97, Aubameyang.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Bangladesh go up by 2 and are looking good.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Paris Saint-Germain needed that. They really... Oh, he's been caught on it here! He's got away. Oh, such a clever touch. Aubameyang!
Oh, once he made this...
Oh, what a mistake! Stood up well to him there. Driving forward. Scholes. Van der Ven. Conte looking to provide the solidity his team so need.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He's having a pop! Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Bangladesh have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn...
It's off target and by quite a way.
Forlan clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Cafu gets over and intercepts.
Law really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Davis. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
First quarter of an hour gone. Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. And the finish! It's there! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Bangladesh have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Takes a shot! And that's a good finish. They are purring, truly purring. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively they didn't cover themselves.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Gabriel.
Bangladesh really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, what a mistake! It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Van Bommel. Davis. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. This looks promising. Real chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks.
Great chance! It's loose, and oh, he's been caught on it here. Crosses it in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Nicely aimed pass. That looks a good ball through. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? That has not gone well. And that's a good ball. And De Bruyne! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Ronaldinho, a player so deservedly decorated with praise. He's having a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Ronaldinho. And it's Davis, looking to play him in.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tonali. Kagawa. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Forlan.
Added time.
De Bruyne gets into a good position. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Law. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And Koundé. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of anybody who has found themselves a little lost today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium. Substitution.
The second period is underway. Bangladesh decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Bangladesh come out this half somewhat altered. Kagawa! He's kept it out just.
Bangladesh certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Bangladesh with the corner, they're first. Chance for a shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Van Bommel has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Tonali. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tonali. Played out towards the right wing. Aims beyond the defence. Elects to... Getting up there! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, that's well spotted. Just eases him off the ball. Vinicius Junior tries a shot, and it's in. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Tonali at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. And he cuts out the supply. Cafu is offering some sort of... he's given it away. He's picked his way through. Kagawa! And this is Forlan, and he's lost his man here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Ronaldinho. Bangladesh, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Ronaldinho plays it short. Law. Bangladesh have the chance to go the other way. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Forlan. Van de Ven. Here comes the corner. Bangladesh have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Vinicius Junior is onto this. Great chance, surely! Good-looking ball. Forlan. Well, that is one way to stop him. Van de Ven. And it's Forlan. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Ronaldinho. Looking for the run. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Saliba. Tonali. Ibrahimovic. He's going for goal! Oh, terrific save.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
It's their second corner of the game. Ronaldinho goes short. Oh, great leap! And he's hit it too high. Not the best distribution from the keeper.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
In by Vinicius. There's the header! And that's a tidy finish. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Bangladesh are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And it's Tonali. Oh, what? Ronaldinho! And it's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either.
Added minute
Makes
has
this
been
even
indicated.
more worrying in some ways.
And the shot! And yes, it's there! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Cross to the back post. Chance! And that's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle.
And there goes the final whistle. Bangladesh suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get
Hello,
ready to lock
everybody, and
horns.
welcome
This
to
is
today's
football
match.
at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this one is pretty easy. It's got to be Aguero. How do you contain someone with the speed of movement, technical strength and finishing ability that he possesses? All I'm saying is that I'm glad it's not me trying to stop him.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Doku. Roberto Carlos. He's a sharp little ball here. Let's a look and place it forward. And it's Olmo. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Aguero. De Bruyne. Now it's Forlan. Now, can they get him away? Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, the ball's come loose here.
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
And we have our very first corner. Nicely aimed pass. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. De Bruyne. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He is through here! De Bruyne, still goalless. Nicely shaped ball. Pau Kubasi makes the interception. Pass somewhat off target. De Jong. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Bangladesh are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Now it's Forlan. Now that's well seen too. Thuram. That's Guardiola. This is a promising build-up. And it's Kagawa. Kagawa makes a dash for it. Now that's a fine challenge. Doku. That's the throw. Oh, they could be caught out here. Kagawa. Kunde. And it's Rijkaard. This is De Jong. Massaro. Played out towards the right wing. Dani Olmo. Now that looks a decent ball. Aguero showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Forlan is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Kagawa can see things others simply cannot. And he's lost his man here. Real chance! He's delivered all right! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Bangladesh really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
De Bruyne. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Can he get onto this? He has found the way through. Doku proves just a little bit too strong. Yamal is onto this. Massaro. Pau Kubasi spots it and intercepts. Thuram. And it's Olmo. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Forlan. And he is deftly away. And this is De Bruyne. De Bruyne! And the referee has signalled for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. How would you review the first half?
Bangladesh really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient
and if you do have
just
a
wait
chance
for that
today,
chance to
please
break
take some
again.
time out to give your support to our better
Bangladesh
stadium fund.
looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0.
Substitution.
The second period is underway. Bangladesh leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Van de Ven. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Delivered in. And they're back on the ball again. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's a key interception. Threads one in. And here's Haaland, and he shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Chance for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That's the keeper's ball. Bangladesh have the chance to go the other way. Now he's got space here. Forlan was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bangladesh are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Now it's Forlan, and he's had it nicked away. Played out to the left flank. De Jong. No, that's been intercepted. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around. Liverpool really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That has not gone well. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe! He's found a way past. Delivery from Mbappe. Kagawa. Oh, good spread. And he's quick to return it. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. And it's claimed by the keeper. And he cuts out the supply. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Looking for the run. De Bruyne. Bangladesh do have a chance to counter here. De Bruyne. Guardiola. Spread it left. Roberto Carlos. And it's Neymar. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. It's Neymar! Neymar! This boy is showbiz! About as smooth as it gets. There seemed no way back, but they are level. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Liverpool restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Kagawa. Now this could be a chance. That's a good ball out wide.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Can he get it through? That's an excellent interception. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Haaland. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Neymar! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And this is Forlan.
There will
Liverpool
be 1
needed
minute
that,
added
they
time.
really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Kvaratskhelia cleared without hesitation. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. So, Jim Beglin, what is your interpretation of the way they appear to be lining up?
Well, a reinforced rearguard, Peter, and a compact midfield probably suggests that they're focusing much on giving very little away. I think if you commit to that, then you really can't afford to concede, because it clearly demands a quick change in approach if you do, which isn't always easy, because in the build-up to this, believe me, they'll have been working principally on organisation and shape in training, and it's not easy just to suddenly come out of that.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
He's having a shot! Fantastic from Forlan!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Spain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Kimmich. Fernandez. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Saliba. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Messi. Oh, what a... Fernandez! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Fernandez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Rijkaard tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. That's gone for a throw-in. Van de Ven. No way through. And here's Fernandez. De Jong. Now it's Messi. And he's had it nicked away. They get a throw in. Marquinhos. Rijkaard. That's put paid to the danger. Rijkaard. Kagawa can so cleverly bypass the press. Now it's Messi. Great vision. Always onto this. And this is Berbatov. Can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Spain restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect.
It's Forlan! Forlan! That is a beauty! A finish right from the top draw. Into the lead once more. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Played out wide, and he's quick to return it. Has to go back here. De Bruyne! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
El dorsal 8.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And here's Messi. Marquinhos is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. Bangladesh have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. That's going to go a long way. And they're back on the ball again. Rodri and Fernandez.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Ah, he's given it away. Oh, he's bustling through here. Now, can he find a finish? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Pass somewhat off target, and this is Messi. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Bangladesh largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. And we are back underway. And it's turned away. And this is De Bruyne. Rodri. Messi. And it's Rui Costa. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Rui Costa, and he's worked it through. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. De Bruyne looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And here's Berbatov. Not the most accurate pass. Fernandez has it in a wide position. Shot a goal! Kagawa. De Bruyne looking to add to his goal. Saliba gets over and intercepts. It's Rui Costa. Kagawa. De Bruyne. Now that's well seen too. And here's Berbatov. Massaro tries to play it through. Now it's De Bruyne. And he plays one through. Plenty to... Shot, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Berbatov. Massaro. And that is a little undercooked. And here's Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Rodri running with intent. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that pass isn't the best. No, it's come to nothing. Deftly away. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Messi. Tries to pass it through. And he's whipped and getting up there! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. So we have movement on both benches.
El dorsal 7, el dorsal 8, el dorsal 10, Messi, el dorsal 16.
Oh, there's a probing ball
Serán sustituidos
into the last quarter of an hour.
El dorsal 41,
Rijkaard
el
cuts it
dorsal
out.
22, el
De
dorsal
Jong.
18.
This is the time you need that pace.
Cambio de jugadores.
Van de Ven. Conte, the man that is tenacity personified. And here's Forlan. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Gently done. Diouf. Real chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
That's good defensive concentration.
Shevchenko. Rice. Now it's Zielinski. He's found a way through. And that pass just didn't quite work. Raul. And here's the chance to counter. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Raul. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Always onto this. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass.
Shapes to shoot! Conte. That is ended up in no man's land. Raul, absolutely focused. And that's it. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. Crosses it in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. That is good strength. Valde. Nicely weighted ball. And he's heaved it away. Olise proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Great defending, strong and determined. Rabiot over to the right flank. And here's Olise. And it's Dembele. That's tidy. It's a good foot in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Raul.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And here's Dembele. Olise finding himself in space. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And he's taking no chances there. And that's been won straight back. Hernandez, foot in. Koundé. And it's Conte. Oh, good ball! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Conte. And this is Batistuta. Now it's Raul. That's a throw. And he lines up a... Oh, good! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Upamecano. Now Saliba. Upamecano. Koundé. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's Koundé. And Hernandez. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's clever. Dembele can get it clear. And that is out of play. Delivered from distance. Saliba attempts a clearance. And it's Scholes. Getting up there! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Number 18, Kylian Mbappé. Kylian Mbappé. Kylian Mbappé.
Bangladesh have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And here's Doué. Hernandez. Dembele running with intent. Raul defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. This looks promising. Spread out to the left. There will be a throw-in. Cross from Scholes. And that has been cleared. Well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position I think would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Bangladesh are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
And it's Rabiot. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Koundé. Conte. Batistuta.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Bangladesh looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. So straight into the second half. Hernandez. Rabiot. And it's Hernandez. Look at the space here. That's good defending, very good defending.
Oh, that's real confidence in that tackle. He got himself in the perfect position.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Tries to pass it through. France needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Dembele. Good pressure, determined, intense. Threads one in. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Batistuta. Now it's Scholes. Scholes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Doué. That's good play. And he's had it nicked away. Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Scholes. Chouameni. And Hernandez. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Doué. Now it's Mbappe. Closing in on goal.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Batistuta. And here's Scholes. Now, can they get him away? Upamecano can clear it away. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Very nicely done. And this is Kante. He's on it. Can he get away? Played out to the left flank. Dembele. And it's Rabiot. And Koundé. He's picked his way through. That has been cut short. Chouameni. Rabiot. Ball played for Dembele. Thuram. And it's Rabiot. And now the breakaway. Mbappe running with the ball. Mbappe! Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Mbappe. Koundé. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Dembele pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Hernandez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kante with the foul.
Substitution.
Thuram. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Can he get onto this? It's a pretty loose pass. That'll be a throw-in. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And it's Rodri. Conte, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. He's having a pop! Rabiot. And it's Akliouche. Cherki.
There will be
1 minute to add,
at a time.
according to the board. Muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And here's Mbappe. And that will be it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result.